Hello, everybody.
Hey.
Welcome to the Sandbox Saturday stream. I am Lucas is Right with my co-host, the one, the only, the most splendiferous Half Dork. Hey, man, how are you today?
I'm doing very well. Thanks for having me on as your guest for today, Lucas. We got an exciting show ahead of us.
I mean, any show with you is an exciting show. So I'm just happy you're here today.
Oh, shucks. Thank you.
1 second, will I need to... Nope, never mind. Trying to readjust you and your frame, but that is not necessary. Alrighty, so we're going to start the show off with some news. First things first, I promised everybody last week a giveaway. That is now live on my personal page. I will drop it in the restream chat here. The giveaway. Yes, it is from the kind and amazing folks over at Trance. Trance has donated an entire suit of armor. We got the head, we got the arms, we got the legs, we got the chest, and we got the weapon. I wanted to say sword, but it's like claws, so that just didn't sound right. So
yeah,
we've got a good giveaway to go. It will run for a week, so don't worry and scramble about getting into it right now. It will run for a little over a week exactly, because what we're doing is we're starting it before the show and we're ending it after next week's show. So if you are driving right now, don't pull over, don't do anything unsafe, just hold on. It'll be here for a minute.
Yeah,
and
full week.
It's all the time in the world. One moment while I find Sandbox thread over here, and I'm gonna retweet this. There we go. Alrighty, starting off with some news. Let's jump right on into it.
Let's do it.
It's Screenshot Saturday. I think this is something new that the amazing social media manager over at the Sandbox is starting up. Screenshot Saturdays. We'd like to take a moment to highlight this awesome screenshot from the Game Maker by Elrond City. We really love to see how Elrond City is coming alive with the latest version of Game Maker. Thanks for sharing with us. So they put up a screenshot of what they're doing in the Game Maker. They tagged TSB Screenshot Saturday, and it got retweeted on the main account. So if you're out there, you're building, you're working hard, add that little hashtag to your posts, and you might get some love. I'm not saying it's going to happen for everybody, but it would be nice to see some of you talented individuals, catching a spotlight every once in a while.
For sure. Just quick note on that character. I really love how they styled that face on that screenshot in Elrond City.
Okay, I'm glad you said something, because I was thinking the same thing. It has a different look to it. It's a little more boxy than I'm used to, but they used the shading on the beard really well, and those angry eyebrows they're really well done.
I love subtle differences when people, bring their own art style to this Vox art. Like, people look at voxel art and they think it's just like one specific style, but we see people innovating like every day with different types of assets.
Yeah, the other day, when I say the other day, it was probably like 6 months ago, but the other day I saw somebody, there was an avatar and its eyes were blinking. It was such a subtle difference, and it was such a, unique change, and I was just like, hold up. And I had to go back into the room and like look at the person for a second, because it wasn't like every 2 seconds, like a weirdo. They blinked on like a normal pattern, and it was like, so every 30 or so seconds there was, and I was just like, what? I did not imagine it. That's amazing.
Pleasant surprise, attention to detail, It
really is a big deal. All right, so we're actually going to be running through some French Week experiences today, but we're going to talk about it now, because this entire thread has just so much to it. So to start, the metaverse has a certain, and pardon my obliteration of French language, but has a certain je ne sais quoi about it at the moment. Je ne sais
quoi? Yeah.
Did I get that right?
Yeah, you were close. Je ne sais quoi.
Half-Dork is much more cultured than I am. Step into the world of French Weeks. And this entire thread has everything you need to know about French Weeks. So I'm going to drop it in the restream chat as well. Bam. It has a direct link to play the game on the map. It talks about all the partners, and it's really exciting seeing the partners because once again, like I screened last week, Ledger is one of the official partners for French Weeks, and I love seeing that. I love Ledger. I sleep better at night having my Ledger. My Ledger is always within arm's reach when I'm at my computer. So it's not just Ledger though. Go on.
Oh, okay. You sleep with your Ledger then, so it's like a stuffed animal right next to you.
Yeah, I got a little teddy bear, and I unzip the back, and I stuff it in there, and I hold it.
I got to keep that safe. That's like your bank account, pretty much.
It really is. So we've got Ledger, we've got Vivendi, Unibet, Group Casino, which I was a little surprised to see and excited to see at the same time, Digger's Hell, and Celio. The builders for this, it's another talented group of people right there. And there's also an option or the opportunity to earn and win another mystery box. Total value of sand is over 100,000, or I'm sorry, total value of sand 100,000, not over. I don't want to give people the wrong impression. But you only have to complete 100 quests in French Week to get yours. I'm pretty sure there's 200 quests available, so you don't have to finish everything. Wow. You can experience like one of the last mystery boxes. I didn't do every single quest in every single level. There was a couple where I was just like, I don't know. I'm missing one thing in this level. I don't know what to do. Where can I find it? I spent like an hour searching for it. And then I found out I didn't really have to. I enjoyed exploring the levels, but at the same time, I didn't have to. It wasn't something that was required of me to complete 100% of everything. Next, Nabia. We talked about this last week, but I want to talk about it again because this video is just, they're an artist and you can tell this is beautiful. It's got like that sacred geometry type look to it. And I didn't know this about them. So 1 second. I'll let it go. Season 3's top foot traffic winner, 98 experiences. So of all the 98 experiences where they were measuring analytics, Nabia Creative put together the top foot traffic experience. And that's amazing. There was a ton of traffic in season 3, right?
Yeah. Congrats. Yeah, that's cool.
And also, if you let this video play a little bit more. Did I pass it already? Yeah. Best Studio, Sandy's Award winner. So they won Best Studio for the first ever annual Sandy's, which is...
The Sandy's.
Who puts that on again, Half Dork?
That is hosted by the council. So Alex Kamisadze put that together, and we had the first show just a few months ago. But that'll be a yearly, like an annual event in the Sandbox. So that'll be great.
I don't know if you've ever watched The Office, but there's the Dundies, and I look forward to the Dundies every year. So I'm just looking at the Sandys the exact same way. Alrighty.
It's a party.
There won't be a longest engagement, hopefully, but still. Yes. No.
Yeah.
Want to become a master of crypto security? Enroll yourself in Ledger's School of Block. Go on a series of adventures and fight off hackers to earn exclusive prizes, including physical ledgers. Didn't expect that.
Whoa. Yeah,
Time to get Metaverse ready. Okay. So if you don't have a ledger and you want a ledger, then this might be a good idea to tap into.
Yeah, the Ledger experience, probably in my top 5 games. It just has a little bit of everything for every type of player. And it's not too difficult. It has the right amount of challenge. Like, it is a great experience. So, well done, Ledger. And to have a physical, like, reward for playing, that's awesome. Love to see it.
So, I talk about the Sandbox all the time with friends and family and, acquaintances and random people on the street who will give me their ear for more than 30 seconds. And the other day, somebody asked me, they were like, yeah, but your magic internet money, what do you do with it? Is there any real world, capabilities for it? And I was just like, actually, yeah, I recently purchased my desk with sand. And the guy was like, wait, what? I was like, yeah, my computer desk that I work on every single day, I purchased it with sand. And he was just like, that's one thing. What else have you purchased? And I'm like, well, I pay my tattoo artist with sand. So
that's cool.
Yeah. And he was just like, all right, now you're just making things up. And I'm like, no, I'm being honest with you. And I actually showed him the transaction between me and my artist's message back to me saying, thank you so much. I really appreciate this. And so it's just, there is definitely, I mean, this isn't financial advice from the Sandbox or anything like that. This is me just talking about my own personal experiences. But I mean, there's definitely some real world possibilities and potential here. And then you have your ledger, which is a real world item that you can use to protect your assets and your investments. So yeah. On to the next item.
All coming together.
It really is. I mean, the wave of the future. Web3 is here to stay. This one is not a link so much as just a teaser, but the metaverse is heating up. Hell's Kitchen opens its doors March 27th. Can you stand the heat? I'm asking.
I have to stand? Can I sit down for the heat?
Yes. Yes, the judges are in. Then you can.
All right, I'll try my best.
Okay. And finally, I know this is something that a lot of people are looking forward to, just simply purely based off of the name alone. Fist of the North Star. The story is set at the end of the century in a world where civilization has been lost due to nuclear war and where violence rules the world. What kind of story will be spun in the Sandbox? And I'm just going to blow this up real quick here. That's
gorgeous art. Yeah.
This
is the North Star. They've been making moves. Like I've seen them in several game series. Like I actually purchased for Nintendo Switch Fist of the North Star. They have a boxing game.
Really?
I'm trying to get fit. Yeah, Lucas here has been helping me with my fitness journey. But Fist of the North Star, they have a fitness game. So they're making moves. It's great to see it.
I really excited. And I mean, you just see the quality of stuff coming in just their artwork alone. Now, I know art doesn't say everything about a project, but I feel like it's really encouraging that we're going to get some super solid stuff out of the Fist of the North Star team for the Sandbox. Well, this beautiful picture is up. I am going to swap out the imagery. We're going to go over to... Oh, no.
Uh-oh.
I just realized that... No, it's not always good. I've got to change my desktop to view. Why don't you jump over to your screen for your gaming? Because we're gonna now. Sure. Which game are we playing today, Half Dork?
This is a Helldigger's Purgatory.
Okay.
Get the full name up.
Half Dork's gonna be running his way through Helldiggers today, so give me 10 seconds while I attempt to do something. Oh, I remember what I gotta do now. Yeah, I lost my train of thought there. One moment, folks.
And yeah, you could always hide your current screen if that's, potential to reveal things you shouldn't.
Am I revealing things I shouldn't?
Oh, none of my things. You're not revealing any of my things you shouldn't. Hey, there we go.
I'm trying to do like a full screen thing here, but it's not really working out. So, one moment, folks. Yeah, it's not gonna work. I don't want to like that. Let's do this. We'll pull it off to the side.
It's all right. I'm suiting up.
Uh-oh. There's just one technical difficulty after another right now. Webcam. I'm gonna pull that above this and blammo. Drop myself over to the side here. All right, my dude. Do your thing. Let's play this game.
I mean, we're getting into it. So, this is the Purgatory of Gluttony, made by Helldiggers. I've been looking forward to playing this. This is actually a pretty first look for me. I tried not to watch too many people play it, but I do have a good idea of how it plays. One thing to first notice is the difference in camera angle. So it's going for that Diablo approach, which I really enjoy. I won't narrate everything.
No, you can. Please do. You have an amazing
you
voice.
Want me to narrate?
I do want you to narrate. I'm asking for that. Yes. I hope that's okay.
Of course it's okay. It's I've noticed that narration, especially with like long paragraphs like these, like I'll summarize them for the most part.
That's fine. Just as long as we get to hear your voice.
Of course, my voice is yours to command. My liege. So Beelzebub, looks like I have to handle, the King of Demons. as one does in the metaverse.
Makes sense.
So I have to be eaten by Beelzebub. But we got some cool enemies to interact with here, which really love the art style of enemies. I've purchased a few for my own games and the councils. So it looks like I'll need to find a key somewhere. We got like some ghosty boys, a lot of lava. You know, we're in hell. There's lots of lava in hell. Oh, look, a bomb. Usually bombs explode. Uh-oh. Oh, that's an explosion. Okay. So one thing I attempted to do was adjust the camera settings. I actually reduced them to the lowest, but we'll turn them back up. You can see it's a little bit disorienting. So I actually recommend keeping the settings of the camera low for this game. It is making a pretty big difference in terms of, like, you know, getting nauseous. I know a lot of people can get nauseous depending on what type of game you're playing. Whoop. There it goes. Nice explosion there. That's cool. We got some, like, fish. Like, where did they find the fish? Did they get that imported?
In hell? I mean...
yeah. Is it like lava fish?
That's a fair question. You'd have to assume they have a really intense imports-exports if they want to get anything done, really.
Yeah, like if you're a demon, like what's your diet? Are you eating souls? Like, is that sustenance? Oh, I fell in the lava. I'm dying. Okay, we're good.
I wonder if they have, like, real serious vitamin D deficiencies down in hell.
We should ask. We'll send them a letter.
Not a whole lot of sunlight to you know, have fun with.
Well, this is cool. I'm, like, dodging harpoons. So these guys are, like, chucking spears just randomly. Like, again, from a, I guess, a economic standpoint, they're spending a lot of money just chucking spears into lava. Like, how long does it take to make a spear?
I mean, when you don't have anything else to do.
That's true. This is their hobby, is making and throwing spears. Ah!
When you get hit by the spears, does it knock you back?
It does. Well, it probably has a kill message attached to it. So basically, when it touches me, if it doesn't just completely block, you know, my path, instead, like touching the tip, just the tip, it sends a kill message. So there it goes again. I got hit by the tip, and it sent a kill message, which basically obliterates, you know, my player. And then I respawn at the nearby checkpoint, which is nice. So thank you for checkpoints.
Now, I gotta ask. What are you wearing? Who are you wearing today, half-dork?
Khakis.
I mean, in the metaverse, I mean.
Oh, in the metaverse. Oh, yeah. So I'm wearing the O24K Dork Samurai set. So this came out last month, made by a good friend and collaborator. I'm making a game with O24K. But this set is green, neo-futuristic samurai inspired. And it fits the rabbits really well. So if you have a rabbit, start saving up. This is worth it. And then I also picked up this weapon.
I was gonna say that spear you're holding on to there. What's the deal with that?
I noticed this in the marketplace yesterday. Another 100 full, like, this is a perfect roll. So you might hear this pretty often with NFT assets. There is a scale of 0 to 100 on the power level, specifically for this item. So it has 4 gems of power, and each one of those gems can be rolled when you mint the asset of 0 to 25. So when this asset, the golden sphere, was minted, they got a perfect roll on all 4 of those gems. So this is going to be a highly sought after item in the future. Probably like 1 out of every 25 weapons or more will have that perfect roll. And so people are saying my FPS is a little bit low. It's probably because we're streaming on Discord. For me, It's not laggy. So
for me, like, I'm looking at your screen right now on my screen, and I also don't have the entire screen loaded up. Like I'm
I'll
missing like
reduce the bit rate a little.
Oh, are you doing you're doing borderless windowed, yeah. Let's just play it as is. We're good.
Okay. Yeah, I reduced the quality, so hopefully that'll help everybody watching. Alright, so it looks like I have to follow a recipe. I'm glad I accidentally clicked through the first page. Hopefully I'll be able to reread it. But I need to cut some vegetables up, and then add a tablespoon of demonic saffron. Ooh. Then simmer in the lava for a couple hours, and stir while cooking. And then I get to enjoy it with some cursed white wine. Oh, that's nice.
Wow.
So it looks like, story-wise, they want me to cook myself into a nice meal for Beelzebub. So I'm trying to get eaten by Beelzebub, probably to like kill him from the inside out.
That's interesting.
But so far, really enamored by this game. Like the assets, the gameplay. There's like some puzzle mechanics here. Checkpoints are always nice too, so I just unlocked a new checkpoint. We got some big, beefy boys to hurt me. Don't hurt me.
Wondering if there's a way for me to recenter your screen. I don't know why I only have a portion of your screen. Interesting. Like I can't see any of the quests on my screen.
I see.
Like if you look at Twitch right now, you'll see where you're at.
Yeah.
And I can't see a strange appetizer on there at all.
I don't know if there's anything I can do to help, but just let me know.
No worries. You play the game, I'll work on this.
I'm doing my best. So, looks like there's a ladder right here. And more bombs! I'm glad there's just convenient bombs, you know, just in case you need to blow something up. Uh-oh. That's not convenient. I accidentally triggered like 4 bombs. Okay, we're good. I'm fairly certain that would hurt me if I'm too close to it. Yep. Bombs do hurt me. Yep. Mm-hmm. Always
That's
good to
awesome.
test. Okay. I have the urge to jump in this chimney, but I know that will do me no good, so I will not. But yeah, this is Helldiggers Purgatory of Gluttony. And so Helldiggers has like several different maps that are all planned to be released. I know that they have like the bosses of each are themed after one of the, you know, more famous demons from mythology. Whoops, I die now. Okay, bye-bye. So this one is centered around Beelzebub. I know there will be more games, and in fact, they have a really nice Discord if anybody's interested in learning more about their project. Ah!
There we go.
Okay. And Ian's helping. Thanks, Ian. Ooh, this suspicious fish has a quest for me. As you approach the fish, you notice a strange bump on its side. A small seam hidden under the fin seems to have something to do with this bump. Something's definitely trying to hide. What could it be? A fishmonger's knife. Oh, okay. So I have to find a knife so I can cut open the fish.
Sorry, I'm playing with the setting. I got it though. I've got it a lot better, I think.
Okay, great. Can I climb up there?
Yeah, that looks remarkably better. Thank you, Ian. What I realized the issue that I was having was I took the screen for you that we originally had, as in the little blowout, and just like stretched it till it fit, as opposed to using because when we're usually playing a game, I'm projecting an entire desktop.
You're projecting? What have I done?
Or is it what have I done?
Yeah. But no, I'm glad we got it solved.
Yes! I think it's much clearer. And we can see the quests now, which is awesome.
Yay! Alright, I'll hide them so you can't see them anymore.
Well done. Well done indeed.
Yeah, we're playing a demon game, so I'm just being devil's advocate, you know.
That sounds fair.
I think you can still see the top of my little green screen at the bottom there.
Yep, not anymore.
No!
But now you can see the bottom of my desktop. There, it's fine.
Oh, wait. I saw the elevator go up. Oh, it looks like we unlocked an elevator, so if I fall, I can take a quick ride.
Got it.
So I'm fairly certain. Yep, there it is. Whee!
Alrighty.
Yeah, the camera is hard to get used to. If you don't play games like this, it can be a little bit jarring, because every time you turn the mouse, it's rotating it around you in a 360 degree, and you're locked. And the Sandbox in general, it's like third-person games. So this type of gameplay is exceedingly rare to find. And so I think a lot of people who play it might struggle at first, but it helps the gameplay itself once you get used to it. Because third person, I imagine like my camera would be getting caught on random things, but this one has the fixed camera, so I'm always at the same distance.
Yeah, you don't often see that.
Mhm.
I'm excited to play this game for that exact reason. Now, let me ask, being a game maker expert yourself,
Sure.
when it comes to games like this where it's got the fixed camera angle, what if the camera were to come in contact with something that was, you know, like a ceiling or a wall behind you? How does that work? Does it just bypass it, or how does that go about?
That is a great question. And I imagine, like, if I were to position my camera, like, let's just hop down right here. It seems as though it's just going to go right through it, as though it weren't there. So we can see this might be disorienting, but they built their map with that in mind. So
Very
most
wide
of
open.
these locations they have that open space so the camera can breathe. So I was supposed to find a knife. I think I went the wrong direction.
A fishmonger's knife.
Mhm.
It's a very specific knife. I think it's like a fillet knife.
Yeah, what's a fishmonger?
A fishmonger is someone who like sells fish in like a marketplace.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, you're surrounded by fish right now. Maybe it's somewhere near you.
Yeah, I still want to know where they catch all these fish. That particular fish looked pretty demonic, so there's like a
they probably got him down here.
yeah.
Seems like this is his hangout.
Well, it makes me think of there's like a whole like ecosystem of demon fish. Oh, that means there's demon bugs, and so
Mhm.
like
Demon
just
algae.
demon everything. Yeah,
Yeah.
demon algae. Yeah,
You got to have it all or
it
none,
bites back.
unless it's magic, and then it doesn't apply to any rules.
Yeah, magic is the best explanation for anything.
Mm-hmm. Like the other day on Sparky Snickles' stream, all those S's in a row were a little difficult for me. The other day on Sparky Snickles' stream, they asked for suggestions on what to build, and I said a wooden robot because, I am a one-trick pony and I love my robots. And she very graciously said okay and went with the idea, and then she was like, so how do I power this robot? And I was like, obviously he has a furnace in his chest. And she was like, I'm sorry, but a furnace in his chest, wouldn't that catch him on fire? And I was like, no, magic. Magic. And that is the answer to all of the questions that you cannot answer.
Huh. So it seems as though you're just like slowly recruiting more robots for your legion, just by having like suggestions for more robots. If anybody asks you.
Mm-hmm. Oh, absolutely. I am. One day, the idea is to eventually have like a robot island experience that I make. That it'll probably just be like a robotic museum of types, just to show off all my robot assets on one of my plots. But I mean, I would like to make a robot-based game one day. I just don't know. I'm gonna need to do some thinking about like a plot, because I also don't really have any time.
Oh yeah, understandable. If anything, that's I could perhaps make you a little island on one of my maps.
Oh.
Yeah. And I'll charge you rent.
Ooh. How magnanimous of you.
Hey, I'm running a business here.
Mm-hmm. Gotta respect the game.
Mm-hmm. But no, first month's free.
Ooh, that's how they get you. That's how they get you. They pull you in with the free, and then you're stuck for life.
Yeah. So I think I need to cut open that fish to continue.
Really?
I don't think
You might
I don't
actually have to do
recall
that.
finding a. I don't know. I still have the quest, so I see it over there. So I'm gonna hop, skip, and jump my way back to it. See if I can cut it open.
Okay.
I don't recall picking up a knife though. I might have.
Could you check your inventory?
Maybe. Rah!
So
Nope.
one of the things you said really caught my I want to say eye, but no, my ear. You said they planned out the level, the gameplay design based off of the idea of the camera angle.
Mm-hmm.
That sounds incredibly difficult to me. I mean, when it comes to planning the layout for a game, do you have something special or something that you do when you're planning a level that helps you kind of visualize it so that when you come into a situation like this where you're just like, okay, I've got to make an entire world that'll be navigable with a fixed camera, like how would you go about planning that out?
That's an interesting question. Like planning something of this nature, and what's nice with Game Maker is like you can hop in and out of edit mode. So I imagine like each portion of this map, they built it with those ideas in mind, and especially the game mechanics revolving around this camera. All puns intended with revolving. And so while playing the game, you're also building it and you're figuring out what works, what doesn't work. And they're using so many like RPG elements that you'll find in common, games of this nature like Diablo. And it really does, add that special flair to Sandbox, because most of the Sandbox games we have don't come close to this niche that we're currently playing through.
Okay.
So right now, this guy's asking me to find some scrap metal so I can bring it back and he'll forge me some cool things. Some tools.
Wait, so there's different amounts of scrap that you can bring him to build something different?
It seems so. It looks like I have to find it, so it might be like a collectible.
That's neat.
I like how I just walk into the next room and like I imagine these guys know each other. So I'm just over here.
Just pilfering his stores, beating up his friends.
Oh yeah, I found some scrap metal in your back room.
This isn't yours, don't worry about it.
Yeah, right. So we have to repair a pantry. Urgently need the skills. So hurry up, you stupid imps. Oh, I'm reading the note here. I do love the lore they put into this. Like all of these assets, have purpose.
Elaborate.
Sure. So purpose meaning like each one of these characters, there's like a hierarchy. For example, the imps are at the bottom. So by interacting with them, we know that they're the weakest. For example, like if I were to go into combat with any of these different assets, we'll notice like a difference in stats. Like some are going to be stronger, and so they have more reason to command others. Like there's definitely like a social structure here. And of course, each of the props and the NPCs, they all have purpose as well, where it's not just set decorations. Some are interactable, some are breakable. I think I'm supposed to climb this, but I tried climbing it and I died.
Did you die because you got hit by a spear, or did you die because you're not? Wait. Yes.
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 More or less, I have to find a way to get this minecart working. So I'm not sure how. And then there's also this thing going up and down, so maybe I have to like climb into it.
I feel like this is the point of the game when
right here.
Alex would start breaking things.
I mean, breaking things in the sandbox isn't as difficult as it sounds, but Alex definitely has the knack for it.
He does. Oh.
Oh. Can hop across dead fish. So there are lava fish.
I was gonna say, I think we just got the answer to our question. I like how the fish are going up and down.
Mm-hmm. Oh, and we get a bomb. A
Okay.
bomba. So I do know where I need to take this, but I should probably set that down. Turn on this minecart switch.
There you go.
Then pick up the bomb. It looks like I could go this way. This looks like a secret path.
Hmm.
But I'll do the bomb first because I activated an elevator. So a lot of great like puzzle design here, where it's like I have multiple choices, and I'm not linearly like pushed to go one direction. It allows me to explore before I continue, because there's definitely a clear path to take, you know, to progress and eventually beat the game.
Mhm.
But like I'm rewarded for exploring.
Which is just super rad, because that's what you see in most video games now. There's very few linear path games where it's just like, you know, you do A, then you do B, then you do C. So it's nice seeing that type of option start to progress into the sandbox.
Boom, boom, boom.
That was awesome.
Right? So cool. And I got some more scrap metal. I don't know if I have enough yet, though. I probably have to climb.
Maybe he gives you the knife.
Oh, that makes sense.
Wait. Oh, okay. No.
I'll talk to him while I just died. So it looks like for a hammer, I need 4 scrap metal. Armor for 18, and then for 10, that looks like a carrot, which might be something I need. I don't know what else that could be. It looks like a carrot.
Maybe it's a knife that's shaped like a carrot?
Yeah. If anything, I would love to know like the name of the asset. The price is good though, like knowing the price, of course.
If you have to ask, you can't afford it.
Yeah. But they deal in scrap metal, so it's like.
Wait, how
I'll
did
just
you
bring
die
my
that
own
time?
next time.
Ooh. I know Lex is looking for scrap metal all the time.
Mm-hmm. Oh yeah, your character. He'd fit in right. Like this could be your backstory right here. Is this location?
I mean, he is a tiefling.
Mm-hmm.
You think maybe you need to turn the carts off and then turn them back on so they time up a little differently?
You're not wrong. I think they definitely are staggered, and so I'd have to like get the timing right. I was just a little impatient.
Patient Pete. Oh, there you go.
Now we're in it. Oh, and they gave me a box here.
That's very kind of them. Thoughtful.
Yeah, very nice demons.
Well, when you put it like that.
Yeah. These guys just chopping away.
This has super 80s NES vibes. Like, I'm thinking of the Smasher rooms where you got to run through the hallway and there's the pistons coming down trying to crush your face.
Oh yeah, or like the rocks from the Super Mario games that are always like just falling
Just
up
so
and down.
Angry too. Why are those rocks always so angry?
Yeah, the thwomps. I love the name.
Is that what they're called?
I think so. They're thwomps. And that's the noise they make.
Oh, that's wonderful.
It's like Pokemon.
Oh wait, yeah, it is like Pokemon.
Yeah. That'd be like me saying like dork, half, dork.
I'm really glad that's not how you talk, because I really enjoy the storylines, and if I couldn't hear them, I wouldn't enjoy them. So, thank God for small favors.
Oh, this guy. There we go. So I need to get the safe key. It looks like I have to do some climbing.
Why is that statue glowing?
That is the checkpoint I reached. Here's another camera problem. But that I probably don't go that way. That's why I was having the camera. Let's see here. So there's a crank. We can rotate the crane. Can we rotate it? Okay, it just goes one direction. It looks like I use these to jump across. So this is a nice little puzzle. So I'm rotating the cranks so that I can jump further. So I can grab this key. Oh, grab.
Lauren Soul over on Twitch says, I should ask a robot AI for the plot. And that's not a bad idea. Go to ChatGPT and ask ChatGPT for a plot to my Robot Island game. Give it a few key points and see what it spits out. Not a bad idea. And Woke Zombie says, oh, I was going to make a robot game before I landed the Touche Studios job. Congratulations, Woke Zombie, on that acquisition, the job acquisition.
Yeah, Woke Zombie's been killing it with his projects. What's nice is I've seen some of the early indie developers and then get a gig such as Woke Zombie and Touche Studios, and I can see his work. Like I can actually see how Touche was like encouraging him to have his own style, because Woke Zombie does have a style, and it's great to see it. Like everyone's individual influence in the games they make.
That is, yeah, it's pretty awesome. It's been, I've been here for a little over 3 years now, and so being here for as long as I have now, I've seen people start literally like day one, like, where do I go to get the tools to do this? And like, well, me and Alex are on the stream, we send them the links to Game Maker or VoxEdit or whatever, and seeing their first creation move into their first actual like terraforming of a world, and then move into like game logic, and just seeing these people develop more and more and more over time is just, it's been really rewarding and a lot of fun. I mean, I've been watching a lot of these people for a good amount of time now, and like for VVox, for instance, like just seeing her progress and the amazing art that she's put out and the style of games that she's done, it's just seeing them grow and develop. It's been really cool. It's a great community to be a part of.
Oh yeah, and you can tell that the community supports each other too. Like everyone here, more or less, has interacted with one another, and we're all like on the same page in terms of like, this is the content we enjoy. Let's hang out together and we'll talk about it together.
Also, I just dropped a giveaway form in the chat. So this giveaway form is not the giveaway we were talking about at the beginning of the show. This giveaway form is for a purple Wizzy hat. So if you have not already won a purple Wizzy hat, you should fill out that form.
Purple Wizzy, purple Wizzy.
And this isn't gonna really shock you. I don't know if you already know this or have heard me say it. I've said it a few times, but purple Wizzy, the enhanced Wizzy is he's my favorite Wizzy. His robotic hat and his mechanical arm and leg. Yeah, he's super duper.
Yeah, consider me shocked.
Yeah,
I had no idea. Nope.
Yeah. Definitely not a one-trick pony.
Nope. But no, I agree. He's got like this cool cyborg-esque magic style too.
Technomancer. He doesn't. It looks like he's just that like chaotic neutral. Like he's gonna do what he wants to do. If it's good and it suits him, he's gonna do it. If it's bad and it suits him, he's gonna do it. Like that's at least the vibe I get from him. Might be those dark purple eyes. They just look scoundrelly.
Yeah, I'm more of a green Wizzy guy myself.
Okay. Everybody has their thing.
Yeah. They're still expanding the lore. It's Alex and his brother Sam, so they're both writing more lore for the council and for future games. So yeah, right now I'm working on one council game in particular that will feature the Wizzies as kind of like the guides. But yeah, that will be announced closer to a reveal. But more or less, we're working on a great RPG similar to this. So
is there anything you can, any beans you can leak in regards to said project? If not, that's okay. I'm not trying to put you on the spot. Just saying.
No, of course not.
If you want to
If anything, I am exploring a lot of mechanics that have yet to be seen in the alpha client. So you'll find new things, you'll find old things, you'll find new combinations of things, and more or less, we're exploring combat. So this is a combat-focused game, a role-playing game with a lot of replayability. And so this
Okay.
is Alex's direction. So Alex Kamisaze had this game idea, and it's essentially part of my job is to make it a reality.
That sounds amazing. A
Yep.
DM making games is bound to be marvelous, says Lauren Soul over on Twitch. And I could not agree more. Okay, is it Lauren? I think I'm saying it wrong. I think it's Lauren. Laran. Lauren Soul? Yeah, I'm going to go with Lauren. The BitFox says, my favorite is the Santa hat. That is a good one. That is a good one.
I might have one. Well, where? There we go.
There you go. I have one of the Wizzy Undying hats. One, I think there's like
I'm
5,
jealous.
maybe 10. So, yeah, Alex was kind enough to make a few of those and hand those out it was me and one other person he made them for. We were helping with the streams when co-hosts weren't really a thing yet.
Mhm.
And so he wanted to say thank you, and he did. And it's wonderful.
That's awesome. And I'm jealous, if you couldn't tell. I'm looking for the way to get up here. It looks like I have to hop up, so maybe there's like a ladder or an elevator somewhere that I'm missing.
I have a feeling.
So with the... Yeah,
Go on.
go on. No, you.
I was going to
Uno
say,
reverse.
I have a feeling that whoever built this game really enjoys their sushi.
Yeah. I mean, it is a game that features food. Like this particular map, it's, Beelzebub is the boss, and it's gluttony. So I think food
Oh.
is what most people would consider as glutton, related. Personally, I think gluttony could be related to other things, such as enjoying too much, let's say social media, as an example, too much video games. So it depends on how you spin what gluttony means. Alex also mentioned this, and I agree with, where gluttony is like a subset of greed.
Oh, it absolutely is, in my mind.
Yeah.
But greed is specific towards like monetary, not monetary gains, but gains, like physical gains. Like I'm like a hoarder would be a greedy person in my eyes. And it's not necessarily that they're greedy and it's bad for other people. It's just it's a negative pull on themselves. But whereas gluttony, that's something that, in as far as like the 7 deadly sins are concerned, I feel like that damages you by an excess of something. Whereas the greed is just you're going after like that. You're never satisfied with what you have. You always need more.
Okay. No, that's a good distinction, I would say, yeah.
One's more emotional and one's more physical.
So I found I had to talk to the manager, and now he's like allowing me to progress. So it looks like I now need to talk to the kitchen assistant. And
Really?
we gotta do so by climbing some ladders here. Oh, I died. So it looks like we're back to the thwomp mechanic. I somehow got lucky by passing through all these. So they're throwing food into the pot here. And I was just enjoying the scenery. I didn't know they were hurting me.
I think some of them are
Here we
going
go.
over your head.
But that one hit me. I'll open my mouth. Maybe it'll heal me. Blah.
I feel like being the rabbit is perfect for talking to the manager.
Yeah.
Just screaming at him.
Rabbids, my favorite Avatar collection at this time, 100%.
I gotta go with Mad Balls, hands down. I'm a
No, I love what
loving the
they've
Mad.
done.
Yeah. The
Ooh, lock chance.
custom animations on the Mad Balls, it just, as you're running, as your head's like bobbling side to side, falling off your shoulders, it's just a Headless Horseman vibe, and I adore it.
Yeah, I really hope to see more Avatar collections try new things. Like Mad Balls, that is a new thing. Like no one has even experienced or experimented with that. So really glad they brought that to the table, because they've literally upped the bar. So Mad Balls have upped the bar.
I couldn't agree more. And that's exactly what I thought when I saw it the first time. Is this is going to push other collections to want to do more. They're gonna try for more. They're gonna make it better because of what they see here. I love it.
Mm-hmm. So it looks like the assistant wants me to retrieve his hat. But he keeps mentioning the demonic saffron and telling me not to touch it. So you know what I'm going to do? I'm going to touch it.
All of it.
It sounds like I shouldn't.
No, he doesn't want you to. Why does he not want you to?
Yeah.
Is it going to make you more powerful than him? I think so.
You hear a noise and shouting upstairs, and you see your brand new friend, my new friend, the kitchen assistant in the distance being tied up and led away to neglect the giant curry. Oops, now you can keep the chef's hat and pretend to be a cook. I love the like the third party narration there.
Pretend to be a cook.
Mm-hmm. It fits perfectly.
Mm.
Bonjour, bois. Gotta do a rabbit's bois.
So, Hell Diggers is a part of French Weeks. Is the company that created Hell Diggers a French company? Do you know?
I believe so. Yes.
Okay, so that tracks then.
Mm-hmm.
I was just curious how those two fit together, and I figured I knew. I just wanted some confirmation.
Yeah. And I know they have many, many more coming. I'm trying to find the studio name. Zero Games Studio.
Is that who it was? Okay, I saw their name pop up recently, and I thought about, once again, back to the whole, like, I think I was actually talking to Panda about that this morning, was, I enjoy certain screen names pop out, and I just really enjoy them. And I saw Zero Games pop up on Twitter a couple times recently, and I was just like, okay, I like that. It's fun. It's clever.
Mm-hmm. Zero Games, yeah.
Hmm.
Let's see. So it looks like more cooking quests. This is the downside of being as talented a chef as the master cook. So he's going to ask me to cook. And he's calling me an imposter just because I'm wearing the hat. What? I'll have to show him my cooking prowess. Which ingredient do I put in first? In the best order possible, it says. Do I put it directly into the curry?
Yes.
Obviously, we gotta
down.
have pumpkins. Well, it didn't have gravity on it, so I did not get to drop it in the curry. So I might have to deposit it somewhere specific. Or maybe I have to, like, take it and then drop down there with it.
This world is so well put together. There's no blank spaces. There's no dead spaces. They didn't fill every single inch with something, but there's nothing here where I'm like, it's lacking.
Right. Well, I am a little bit confused as to where to put the food.
Anyone play this
Maybe
yet? Have any advice for Half Dork? Drop it in the chat.
Yeah, it's like Dora the Explorer. Where do I put the food?
Maybe put it in a pan?
Behind me?
Is there a pan to put it in?
Well, this is the curry that I'm partaking in, but there might be a place up near the master chef that I was supposed to find. So it looks like, yeah, there is a cauldron right here, and yes, there is a ladder, specifically sized for a small person such as me.
Wait.
There it goes.
There it goes. Okay. Is there a specific order you have to drop them in? No, just grab and go?
Yeah, I mean, based on these ingredients, we'll just take a quick look. I mean, to cook longest, because I like cooking, I enjoy cooking. I think, yeah, rat jerky. That would probably take a while to cook. Rat jerky.
It's jerky.
Yeah. I know turnips are a little bit tough, so they need to stew for a little bit.
Yes, I love my turnip stew.
Yeah. We got a nice rotisserie chicken. This is probably already cooked, but it could go a little bit longer.
Are you making up the names for these items as you go?
Yeah, maybe.
Or was it actually rat jerky? Because it was actually rat jerky. I'll love it. But if it wasn't and you said that in place of it, I'm going to be even more impressed. This is a win-win.
Yeah, right. Well, I don't even know what this item is that I'm holding. It looks like a toe of a giant newt. So, toe of giant newt.
Sanzoo's over on Twitch says, okay, I'm getting hungry now.
I mean, demonic food does, it's quite filling.
Yes.
We have 2 different sized tomatoes. So maybe one of these was imported from a different metaverse.
One of them's a cherry tomato,
demonic.
The other one's a demonic tomato. Yeah.
Yeah. Mm-hmm. So what
Okay.
makes a cherry tomato a cherry tomato?
Size?
Size.
I think that cherry tomatoes are those tomatoes that were, it's like you have your salad and you're eating your salad, and when you get to the end of the salad, everything that's left is a cherry tomato because they're like, you're not going to eat me, I'm going to be a jerk, and I'm not going to let your fork work on me. So a resistance to forks is what makes a cherry tomato in my eyes.
Okay. Yeah, I guess in the back of my mind, I was hoping it was like a spliced hybrid of tomato and a cherry, but I know that's not the case.
That would be wonderful. Okay, I do have a question for you.
What's up?
When you were putting the items into the pot, directly to the left of it, we saw that flash. What do you think that was?
Mm-hmm. So that's something I, as a developer, would hide. It's essentially the logic behind the scenes. So, for example, destroying the asset I'm holding, there's some mechanics behind that, where a message is being received by the asset I'm holding to remove it and prevent me from, still carrying it. Now, there's a timed series of messages, and that's what the flash is. It's basically the in-between of, like, hey, the player brought the item here. We are now allowing it to relay to another item that the player did the thing they were supposed to. So it's like an in-between message is the best way to describe it.
Okay. If somebody wanted to learn more about things like that, where would you suggest they go?
I see what you're doing here. Well, you could go to my stream where I have an interactive, just open forum where you can learn how to do Game Maker things. I often am doing the side quests, pun intended, of helping, people from the community, such as those listening, that want to learn, mechanics. Like, let's say you pop into my stream and you're like, I'm having trouble making a platform stop at point B. Like, it goes there and it just goes immediately right back. I want it to stop as soon as it reaches point B. And so then I'll show you on screen, like, how I would approach a problem like that. And if you want to attend those streams, it is at an odd time of the day. It's 8 a.m. Eastern Standard Time, or I believe that's 12 p.m. UTC. You can find me on Twitch at Halfdork.
You mean the link that we just dropped in the chat?
Oh, yeah, that's me. Thanks, Lucas.
Mm-hmm. I've been checking out Halfdork's stream for a while now. About almost a year. How long have you been streaming for?
Over a year now. So February of last year, I was doing it routinely 10 hours a week.
Okay. Yeah, so I've been watching you for probably like 8-9 months now. And while I do spend a good amount of the time while in the stream, talking and not paying attention and hanging out with friends and, distracting Halfdork like I do with Alex, there's also a good amount of time where I am not talking and I am paying attention, because the mechanics that he goes over it's innovative, and it's the way that he organizes his logic is easy for me personally to follow. It makes sense. Everything has a name, every asset has a place, and the way that he sets it up on the back end is very organized and easy for me to grasp. So if you're looking for something another stream to watch to help you out so you can learn more about this world, it's definitely a good area to check out.
Heck yes. And Game Maker in general, it really does have like the tools needed to like make your imagination possible. Like, when I first started using Game Maker, I immediately was able to like connect the dots because it's using this visual coding system. Like, sure, you have to type in some messages and you have to tell things to do things, But compared to like coding, for example, which, you know, most games, especially the games you probably enjoy, folks listening at home, like those games require like a scripting language, like C Sharp, C++, assembly, like these languages that are made of like statements that are not easily read, such as English language. It's usually like numbers, colons, and various symbols that just do not make sense.
Yeah,
But
and
not
the
Game
no
Maker.
code coding.
Yes, no code coding. But yeah, I'm enamored by Sandbox, and I'm here for the long haul. Like, I started a year ago, and I've made so much progress. Like, every day I feel like I'm learning new things, and I couldn't recommend it more to anyone that just wants to attempt to make a video game.
It's one of the things that I bring up a lot with people when it comes to this world and learning all about it is one of my favorite things that we've ever done on stream is we had Becky Latoff, the woman who is in charge of the educations department within the Sandbox. I'm probably getting her title wrong, so I'm going to look it up really quick. Becky Latoff, Sandbox Games, head of education, gamer, game-based learning, project-based learning. She's an all-around impressive human being. And we were during the I think it was the Pororo Game Jam, her son had created a game, and she asked us if we would, you know, play and critique it on the air. And Alex and I were both really excited to do that. And at first, when we said yes, we didn't know how old her kid was. And I think he's like 11 or 12. We found that out after we actually started the game. Becky was in the chat and she was talking to us, and we found out how old he was. And I was blown away by the complexity and just the wholeheartedly developed themes that this 12-year-old had put into his game. And granted, you know, he's probably a very smart child, but he's still 12. That leaves a lot of contextual knowledge to not be explored yet. And so for him to have such a wonderful understanding of this world at such a young age, if that doesn't give everyone hope that, you know, this is accessible to all, and the tools are free as well, then, I mean, if that doesn't get you excited to start learning about all this, then I don't know what will.
Yeah. You know what? It makes me worried for my job like 20 years from now. Like, imagine them starting so young, and then like they're gonna be prodigies when they're my age. So it's like, what do I do? How do I have job security? I need to invent immortality. That's what.
Ooh. Working on it, pal. I'll let you know.
Okay, yeah, we're going full robot.
We're going full robot. Gotta download my brain into a body and start fighting robots on the moon.
Yeah, just upload my consciousness to the metaverse. Let's just skip the whole logging in and out. I just want to be in it forever. Alright, so I should be able to open this chest now. I found 3 keys by helping the various citizens.
Demon lords of the underworld?
Yeah, the master blacksmith, the master cooker, the master fisher. Now, I do have the key here, but it doesn't appear as though I can get past this gate. I might have bugged it. So I will double check by talking with the NPCs, though. So he said he didn't know what the key was for, but I knew what it was for. It's not helping me.
It's like, if you know, you know. You're like, I don't know, and that's why I'm asking.
Oh, I think it's because I didn't pick up the key, so there's one key right here. That would explain it.
Yep. Also, we do have that giveaway currently going, but I'm going to drop another link in the chat, and this is back to my giveaway for anybody that missed the beginning of the stream. The kind folks over at Trance gave us a full set of armor. Once again, that is head, shoulder, so helmet, arms, legs, chest, and weapon. If you want to win this, if you've already purchased a full set of Trance armor, you can still enter. There's no there's not going to be anybody excluded for already owning equipment from them. If you want to win more, go for it. If you don't have any and you want to win some, go for it. This is for everyone. If you've already won a Wizzy hat, you can still enter this contest. Heads, shoulders, knees, and toes, says Sparky Snickle, and yes.
Yeah, crazy that Trance and, of course, Lucas hosting the giveaway. Like, that is an amazing, like, prize. So everyone should at least, participate. Have a chance to win a Trance set. All epics, I believe.
Yeah, all of them. They all rolled pretty good, too. So, and if you haven't seen the suits... Oh, did you know there was a secret entrance here?
Maybe. Well, okay. I read the quest and it was like, hey, I need my super secret thing in the cave a couple feet away. And I was like, I'm on it, boss.
I must have missed that part.
Oh, no, yeah. I'm kind of skimming through the text because we're having good conversation, so.
Yeah. But yeah, so if you haven't seen the trance armor all together, each piece fits together so nicely. So it really is. I mean, they look good individually, but when you put them all together, it's very nice.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, so question for you. You have this... Oh, are you still using the golden spear, or do you have something else now? It looks like a cleaver.
Yeah, this particular quest in the chest. This is the item that I'm returning to the butcher. So it's a rusty cleaver, quite good looking. Like, I would put this as a first weapon you find when you're exploring my RPG. Like, all of the assets in this game have such great shading, especially the shape of it. Like, I'm really enamored by the weapons that Zero Game Studios has made. And then you got like the cool shield too.
I was just gonna say that rusty cleaver, wasn't that a weapon from Diablo 1?
Very likely. That is like the token like weapon for slaughtering demons, giant butcher cleaver. I really like the idea that they're playing with here. Yeah, butcher's cleaver. Okay.
But you're saying you like the idea they're playing with here, and what is that?
Well, everything is just like on a larger scale of cooking. So basically, me as the player, like, I am miniature, whereas all of the characters that are cooking, they're the size of this master cook here, and so their utensils are relative to that size. And so, like, making those assets in VoxEdit and then decorating the scene, like, I don't know, I really enjoy the art that people put into these games, especially when it's so unique.
I see what you're saying. So, like, the frying pan, it doesn't look super tiny in his hand because it's the right size for a large human template.
Mm-hmm. Well, at least for this character that I'm talking to. Whereas for me, it's more like set decoration, because I can't use that. I won't be able to wield a giant frying pan.
Not with
but
that
maybe
attitude,
they turn
you
it
won't.
into yeah. But if they turned it into like a shield, like that'd be cool.
The escape room artist says they came across a French Week bug. I assume others have too. Tennis ball quest. Escape room artist, if you wouldn't mind filing a bug report, we would really appreciate it. I know the team is eagerly awaiting and looking for those now that French Weeks has launched.
Is there a good way to report bugs? Do you do Discord? Like, is that what is preferred?
Discord, I believe there's also a method through the game itself in Game Maker. Like, if you go back to the settings, you should be able to see like a report bug section. It's a great question that I should have a more concrete answer for, because whenever I report them, I report directly to the team. So, oh, you cleared out the cage.
We've unlocked the saffron. It was a little bit. I got a little help from JKing in chat, so thank you, JKing. There were locks on every side of the cage, so when I approached it from the front, it wasn't immediately obvious, because the front had this pathway, whereas the other sides also had locks on the cage, so I had to go around each side. But we figured it out. And now I've got the saffron.
You touched it, though, and you didn't die. See, I told you he was lying to you. Demons and their lies.
They just wanted to hoard it for themselves. So now I can go back to the cauldron and probably go to the last puzzle of this game. I get to be eaten. I didn't get to get the suspicious fish quest finished, so I'll probably return to that on my next playthrough.
Okay. Wait, is he gonna eat you? Is he actually gonna eat you?
This looks like a cool little feast area. So I've
I'm a little
activated
nervous
the
for you.
checkpoint. No, maybe they'll invite me for dinner, not invite me to be the dinner.
Translation error. Got it. Happens all the time.
Yeah. Oh, this guy says, "Help me, save me." No, he's eaten too much. Yeah,
He's eaten too much and he's just tired. He means save me from my own sloth.
Yeah, my own gluttony or sloth. So, this guy is a treadmill engineer. That's a job. So I can join the boss during his lunch break. I'm so hungry. You look delicious. Oh, thanks, dog. What do you want? Well, I would like to know how these treadmills work. Well, the head treadmill chief engineer is back at the banquet. Tell him that you come looking for me. But between us, could you eat a little? You look so appetizing. He's trying to fatten me up.
And I don't understand. So he makes treadmills, so they're trying to like make people more fit.
Well,
but why?
It seems as though maybe the treadmill is to get the people already too fat to, the second floor.
Oh, okay.
Yum, yum,
It's
yum.
more of a transport
He's on his lunch
system.
break. Yeah. I mean, wouldn't that be nice if you ate so much you literally couldn't move? Actually, that wouldn't be nice, but...
I've seen Wall-E. I know where this conversation goes. No, thank you.
Yeah. Well, what do you mean? Electric scooter with TV attached to it? Yes, please. So, he's telling me how I can get on top of the treadmill. So, with a key. So, I have to convince him to give me his keys. He says he could, if he eats one of my arms, he'll give me the key. Both of my answers are no. I was, a key for an arm. I thought it was a pretty good deal.
I was going to say, how about a pinky? I'll give you a pinky. I don't really need my pinky.
Yeah. But that's finger food, Lucas.
See, I threw it out there and you latched onto it. I was not expecting it. You did not disappoint. Well done.
Hey, thank you for the freebie. I appreciate it. So now he's getting angry. And he smells the demon saffron that I've been carrying.
Oh.
Suddenly, the entire crowd overhear my conversation, and they too begin to drool and look at me. Yeah, I have that effect on women. It may be time to run or fight. Well, I don't want to fight. Ah! Wah!
Oh, rabbits.
What? Oh man, they're strong.
Good.
I might have to change out my equipment. So I'm going to climb to a place where they can't reach me. Where they're like, where did he go? And we'll suit up.
Okay, so I'm interested to see the difference in actual like attack strength now that you're using your golden spear.
If I were to okay. I can't multitask apparently. But if I were to equip more of my power armor, I probably would deal more damage, but it looks like every swing I'm doing about 24.
Okay. What were you doing with the cleaver, do you remember?
Like 15 or less.
Okay, so it definitely has gone up.
Oh,
and
yes,
a noticeable amount.
Like I can two-shot certain enemies, but these guys are like brutes. They're strong. The Chosen, it says.
I wonder who chose them. Oof.
The developer. The developer chose them.
Oh, it's a good answer. And you know what? I'm gonna close out that giveaway for him now. Feel like we're reaching the end of this experience here shortly. So I'm gonna. Oh. I left my question from earlier in the form.
Different, like the wrong question?
No, not a wrong question. Every day when I do the forums, I try to add like just a randomized question in there just to get to know the audience a little better and have a little fun with them, and just another like anti-bot type question. And the question was, who is your favorite cartoon, movie, or cinematic robot?
Hmm. Cinematic robot. I'm dying. What's interesting is if you die while an asker behavior is active, like you still get the dialogue on screen. So I can talk
Really?
with this guy from a mile away.
Interesting.
So that's actually a mechanic that speedrunners used in the leaderboards from the last alpha. And it's pretty effective. Like, for example, this checkpoint, like, let's just say I knew in advance that the quest that, like, let's say key I had to find was right next to this checkpoint. I could activate the dialogue and then have my death occur due to whatever, such as jumping in lava. And that would
Okay.
immediately spawn me in the right place.
Hmm.
A little bit laggy, though. I think we're good. This guy is dangling above some demon fish. How do I help him?
Oh, you know what you could do? You could cut the rope so he falls into the lava.
Hmm.
I bet that would help him. Definitely break up the boredom.
It says that he doesn't even notice me. But it looks as though I can't really help him. It's just like a fun decoration for now. I guess we'll find out. I think I activated the treadmill. So it says, yeah, I should be able to walk up now. Yep, and that finished that quest. So now I'm looking to stop the treadmills and then throw myself into the mouth of Beelzebub, which, by the way, we should be taking a look at. It's kind of hard to see him with this camera angle, but he is a sight to behold. So I'm trying to get a...
I want to behold.
I want to behold you. You see his tongue?
I do.
It's up at
I've
the
seen
top.
his tongue a few times. Like it kind of stuck down. So far, I've got a Slimer meets Jabba the Hutt vibe.
Yeah. So we can learn more about the gastric juice and other acidic secretions that come from this creature. But this is a stone stele. I've never heard that word before. Estelle?
Estelle.
It's a stone or wooden slab, generally taller than it is wide, used in the ancient world. I learned a new word today. Yay! But yeah, unfortunately, we can't really get a good angle on him because of the level design. But I'm sure we'll get, a up close and personal demonstration once I figure out this puzzle. So we need to find the chicken leg. And I think he's one of the clues here. So we got to find more clues to the chicken legs. Suspicious bloodstain.
How is it? We've seen bloodstains everywhere. How is this one suspicious specifically?
That's a good question. I mean, maybe it's got chicken inside of it, like it's chicken cluttered blood.
Follow
so now
him.
It's telling me I should follow it.
Yeah.
So then I go find this guy. So I did it out of order. And he's too panicked to even notice me. He needs help. Although, because I did it out of order, there's a good chance I broke it. So that might be a problem.
Uh-oh.
I suppose we'll find out.
Mm-hmm.
And JKing asks a question. He was asking about the camera angle found in Resident Evil. Now, short answer is yes. Resident Evil, however, does have a lot of moving parts with their camera, such as like interacting with assets, going inside of buildings, like hiding behind things. So I think in the future we will have that functionality. I would love to be able to swap between different types of cameras. So let's say like you're in third person, but entering into a building might cause you to go to first person. I think that would be really cool to have in the sandbox. Yeah, unfortunately I might have botched this quest.
Because you did it out of order.
Yeah, because I was spam talking to that guy above the fish because he had the yellow indicator. So we'll try it again in a moment. There's a lot of lag in certain parts of this game.
I was
think
wondering
just
if that
from
was
the
me.
spawner.
Yeah, I was wondering if that was me or if that was actually happening in game for you as well.
Well, there are a lot of mechanics happening here, like such as items being destroyed and respawning on timers. So I imagine that's causing some stuttering.
Bulltime Crypto says you need to run up the treadmills. I don't know if you've already done that or not yet, but one bit of advice.
Yeah, I
from the chat.
probably. Yeah, that's great advice. I think I have to do this first then, which is good. So glad we're in the right place now.
Also, I've got the winner for today's drawing. Congratulations goes out to
What?
MorEsp, MOR_ESB76. You have won Wizzy's enhanced purple hat. Wear it with pride, my friend. Congratulations.
Heck yes. Congrats. Well done.
You won the hat.
And I have 2 mini hats. I need more heads.
Oh.
That sounds so morbid.
I mean, I'm going to choose to believe that you are a good person, and you don't mean you're going to go out and cut people's heads off to put the hats on them while they do nothing.
Mannequin heads.
There you go.
Well,
Yeah, makes sense.
Now I have to presume that you're a good person because you're suggesting that I was cutting people's heads off? What the heck? Huh?
Presumptions galore.
Oh, cool. Now I can jump in his mouth.
Oh, wow.
Now we get a good angle on him.
And we get a great angle on him. He's just sitting there waiting, which is why all the food was coming out. I get it. It was launching down into his gullet.
Yep. I'm going to remove my armor so I am a more tasty snack.
I was going to say,
Whee!
that's very kind of you.
I'm inside his guts now.
The game continues inside of him?
Stomach. Yeah, or inside his guts. As you land on a spongy, wet soil, a horrible smell invades your nose as you try to breathe in the air, almost burns your lungs. There's no doubt that you are in Beelzebub's stomach. A thin ray of light pierces the gloom via his esophagus, just enough to reveal the horror in which you find yourself. Yay, horror! The heaving, mucus-lined walls that surround you, lacerated by the various cutting objects that this monster consumes all day long, have over time developed numerous pustules and other gangrenous scars. Some great words in this game. Also, I see a little miniature me in the far corner. That's a common bug in 0.7.
Oh, I see it. Yeah.
That's funny. As you contemplate the horror that surrounds you, the acidity of the environment has already started to corrode and damage your armor. Nothing could last long in here. But you must retrieve the demonic artifact Mammon is waiting for. Consider it done, Mammon. So I have to kill the heart. Ooh, and there's bombs that are just kind of like being dispensed. That's fun. So it seems as though I have to interact and turn these various pipes in order to make the bombs go in the direction they should. I see.
That's intricate.
Okay. I appear to have gone... Oh, there it goes. I have like this window of time to where I can turn this funnel here. So we can see the bomb rotates, and now it keeps going. And then I have to do the same thing here. When the bomb goes up, I rotate it. And then it comes out and impacts the bomb, or the heart. So it looks like I have to pick up the heart and then probably put it right next to the bomb, or next to the heart. Boom!
They love their bombs in this
heart.
game. I like it.
That is a fun mechanic. Like, I really appreciate it when they're, adding something of this, like, niche nature.
Mm-hmm.
Ooh. As the heart falls, the stomach shudders with a growl of anger, guts start to move in a gruesome dance, and a foul-smelling liquid begins to ooze from Beelzebub's wounds. Looks like he has multiple hearts.
Question from Zeus over on Twitch. San Zeus asks, from that camera angle, are you actually up in ceiling blocks?
So yeah, that's a great observation. It looks as though because of the camera angle, and we can even walk a little bit, it appears as though the camera is giving us that extra distance. So instead of looking at the backs of blocks, it's allowing it to view my character. So I am, this is obviously a wall right here, but because of the camera angle at its static position, the game itself is saying, hey, clip this. I believe that's the correct term. It's culling the face of the block itself so that I can see through it. So we're only viewing like a portion of the block depending on where the camera is looking. So it's clipping or culling it. But yeah, it's a great sandbox addition. So they're allowing us to use a camera like this where it's fixed.
Possibilities.
Yes.
Quite.
Indubitably, yes. Traveling through the stomach.
Guts
feels
of
like
the beast.
Yeah, it feels like a magic school bus adventure right now.
I can see exactly where you're going with that, and I agree 100%. What was her name? Miss Tilden?
Oh, I couldn't remember. I don't remember. Yeah.
Magic school bus driver. Name?
Frizzle?
Miss Frizzle.
Yes.
You said you couldn't remember it. You totally got it.
I'm faster than Google.
You are.
Let it be known,
not surprised.
chat. Let it be known.
You beat it. You beat it good. But
I have a very selective memory.
I can definitely see this as being one of the adventures where they like took the school bus through like the hearts and the veins and the arteries of the human body.
So it told me what to do with this plank, and I might not have read it properly. So now I have this giant plank of wood. We'll see what happens next. Looks like I might have to climb back up with it. Or I could go towards this icon in the far, maybe. Oh no. If anybody knows where I should go, please
drop a hit in the chat.
Out.
9A7A says Dork GPT. And that's wonderful.
Just make up stuff.
You didn't make you got it right. You got it right. So it's not making it up. That's recalling a correct answer.
I'm sure I can successfully do some 90s trivia at the local bar one day. So this has collision, so I can't jump up this way. Oh, okay. So JK is confirming I do have to parkour. So maybe the plank is supposed to help? It does look like I can climb on the plank. And yeah, I couldn't jump on that fungus, and the camera does not help at all in this particular situation. But yeah, thank you, JK. Now we all get to watch Half Dork struggle for the next 5 minutes. How much time do you have, Lucas, left in the show?
I figured we would go until you were done playing this level if you wanted to.
Oh no. Now it's on me. The pressure.
But you are also the guest star co-host. So at any point in time, if you want to go, we do that. We go then.
You want to go? We'll go.
Exactly.
Okay. I think I can do it. I just gotta find the right angle. Yeah, the camera is not helping me at the moment. Dang it. I mean, this is a rather difficult parkour for sure.
Yeah. I'm not exactly the greatest at parkour. So as far as that stuff's concerned, I'm kind of glad this is you instead of me.
Sure.
Like the other day, I don't remember which experience it was, but it was the one with the handbags. And I was parkouring to the top to find the last balloon. And at one point, I got stuck on the steps leading up to the parkour. It wasn't even part of the parkour yet. It was quite literally just the steps. And I was like, I'm not going to put the chat through this. So I'm going to end the stream now and try this on my own. And then like 20 minutes later, I was like, I'm going to take a break from this and never come back. I did eventually and got through it, but it took a while. I am terrible at parkour.
Yeah. And I mean, I'm in the sandbox like all day just making games. But even then, it does require a lot of skill just to, hand-eye coordination, really, that most people take for granted. Especially, most of us here are gamers, but some are better than others. But I made it.
Oh, you already made it. Okay, never mind.
Yeah,
we got a tip from Bull Time Crypto, but you don't need that. We do have a question, though, from Play Games for Fun. They ask how to make circles, jars, and pots with minimum faces/nodes as round as possible, easy to hide. Is that something you can touch on quickly, or is that something you would like for Alex to touch on later?
Can you repeat the first part?
They're basically asking how to make a circle in the sandbox with a minimum amount of faces and nodes.
I mean, the best thing I can describe as to like how to approach that is to make one piece in VoxEdit that is, let's just say, 6 by 6 voxels, so 6 wide, 6 tall, so it's like a nice square. And then you will make an animator, so like inside the animator version of VoxEdit, you will piece them together in as nodes, forming a full circle. So like each time you position it, you're going to position the next one at a slight angle, and then the next one at another slight angle. And so it's going to eventually wrap around and connect with the very first one you've made. And that's how people are generally making rounder shapes, is by using multiple assets and then connecting them at angles via the node system of the animator.
There we go.
So, yeah. Now I've got one more heart left to destroy, and then Beelzebub will be no more.
Nice. I knew you could do it.
And I died.
I feel like you did it on purpose.
Oh yeah, that was in the script. Yep. Just reading my lines, Lucas.
Well, you're doing a bang-up job.
Oh, thanks, man. I went to funny school.
I've said this before and I'll say it again. You impressed me on a daily basis, or every single time we play Dungeons and Dragons together. You impressed me with the little things that come out of your, like little like blurbs that you come up with like on the fly, like how a weapon is used or the attack as it plays out. Just, it's very clear, it's very fluid, and it's very improv, and you do it with no hesitation. And it is, every single time I'm expecting some sort of a repeat from something you've said before, and it feels like I haven't got that yet. So, yeah, color me constantly impressed.
Well, shucks. I appreciate it. Also, I don't know why I dropped down. That was not a good choice. But yeah. In terms of, my improv ability, like I lived in Los Angeles for 3 years, just after college, and I was taking improv workshops the whole time I was there. So I have a lot of experience with just riffing, if you will, and sketch comedy in general. Like I've always really enjoyed. So I tried making some on my own, and I really did pick up a lot of skills that have helped me throughout my life. Like improv in general is communication. It's being able to take what someone says and, expand on it and create relationships. And so like improv in general is something I would recommend pretty much anybody to explore. Even if you're just an introvert, it'll really help you get out of your shell.
So Mike over on YouTube asks, I want to touch back on what you said just in a second, but Mike over on YouTube asks if the Sandbox is going to hook up with Cornucopia's Metaverse game. Mike, I don't have an answer for that, but I can ask the team. I'm not actually an employee. I'm one of the ambassadors. I'm lucky enough to help the Sandbox out by streaming for them every once in a while, but I don't actually have access to like new partnerships before they're announced. So let me look into that, and I'll see if I can find you an answer. But as of right now, I unfortunately don't have one. And as far as what you were saying, Half Dork, learning communication skills through improv, that's an amazing concept. My grandfather was very big on the concept of just, preventative maintenance through communication, learning how to communicate. And one of the things that he used to say is when we were kids, when I was 9 years old.
I think it broke.
When I was 9 years old, he put me in boxing class. And he said the biggest breakdown to somebody's communication is when they're worried about like potentially getting in a fight. And that's when you need to have your communication skills at their highest, because you're trying to prevent that. So you teach someone to, how to take care of themselves. And then once they can, their ability to not need to fight goes through the roof, and because their communication skills go up. And I feel like if he would have added like the improv classes onto that, I would have been working for the UN by now,
Yeah, improv is one of those things that, I guess people don't really get the chance to explore. Because, I took professional courses in Los Angeles. Like, not everybody has a theater in their own hometown, that can do those or offer that. But yeah, I think I might have broken the quest, because I completed it in terms of getting to the artifact. And then it said you were spewed out back onto the land, and it teleported me back to the previous checkpoint. So there's a really good chance that I broke it.
How do you think you did that? And all that, last time you were through here, did you see all the lighting up that's going on below you? Was that happening then too?
The lighting up? Oh, those are the fungus. Basically, they're like a timed platform. And so I was stepping on them, and after a few seconds, they removed themselves. So you couldn't take your time with it. But here's the problem in question. So interacting with this, the Cauldron of Gluttony. As you approach, Beelzebub's guts suddenly contract. The demonic artifact, the Cauldron of Gluttony, starts to slowly sink into the flesh. Then a torrent of pus expels you from Beelzebub. Ah! Oh, cool. It worked that time.
Nice.
Yay. Oh, and there's the cauldron. And one singular dead body.
Huddle Hill's asking what happened to Half Dork. Half Dork is still here. He's the one who's playing. As you can see from my hands, I'm not. So he's in the driver's seat, and I'm hanging out reading the chat.
Yeah. I'm actually a robot that Lucas programmed, and he's using an AI version of Half Dork.
Dude, I told you not to say that. Now the cat's out of the bag.
I'm sorry, you programmed that into my code.
I probably did.
GG!
Boom! Only 36 deaths. Nice.
That took 2 hours. It was an enjoyable 2 hours. In fact, like, time flew. So
have we been streaming for more than 2 hours?
Oh, wait. No, it says 2 hours because I had an AFK while you were getting ready for the stream.
Oh, okay. I was going to say, I don't think we've been streaming for that long, but I guess we have. We should probably go. Bye-bye. No, gotcha.
Yeah. But no, I think we're good.
Yeah, no, that's where I wanted to wrap it today. Wanted to drop some news on you folks, crack an egg of knowledge on your head, and then watch Half Dork as he ran through an experience, because he is one of the most talented game creators that I know, and I just wanted to see his reactions and get his little tidbits and feedback as he ran through the game, and I got exactly what I wanted. So,
and yeah, well, thank you for having me as your guest. This has been a really fun time, and I'm glad we could just chat about all things Sandbox. And you guys can always reach out, through Twitter and Twitch. You'll be able to find me.
Thank you for being here today. And to everyone out there in the metaverse that's watching, thank you for being here as well. As always, today was a ton of fun, and we appreciate each and every single one of you. So thank you for stopping by, and have yourselves a wonderful day. Bye, everyone.
Bye. See you later.